franchise. We don't have football games. The NFC Super Bowl. My franchise were 17-0 or 17-0, guys. One notable. Can't wait to see the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Chiefs or Browns? Comment down below who do you think will be going. Chiefs or Browns? Can't wait for this game. Oh, my computer teacher and my mom and like the Packers. Like the Packers, yeah. My dentist likes the Vikings. I forgot who else likes the Packers, I don't know. Oh yeah, my teacher, my English teacher at school, likes the Packers. Because first off, she showed, on the first day of school, she showed things about her that she liked about herself, and then she showed, and then one of the pictures was Aaron Rodgers.
Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great
NFC Championship.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store.
The Browns just lost him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
10 cents.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. What did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The Packers,
well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's Jones.
44-21.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Cameron Jordan's now one of those versatile defensive linemen. You can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Ginn. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. On first and 10, here's Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. That's complete to Meredith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
The teams are very good.
From the 36, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. On second down, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Back onto the field now goes Buck Allen as he gets ready. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Very good.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he'll let it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards it. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on football.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Are very rare that
Now, Breeze again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And then Justin Tucker almost
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
Very good team. What time is it? 5:32, okay.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
To make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
To throw is Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hhhh Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Now Breeze on third down. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He's also a football player.
Rodgers now on first down. Making the catch is Sternberger. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Set, 47. Better
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
We got this.
Back now here live in New Orleans. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Moments away.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. The busy night continues for Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bree's going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
By Green Bay.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they snap him short of the 1st. The 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Some extra space following the display of power down just inside the 45.
Wow.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Kamara. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Super Bowl, here we go. Super Bowl, here we go. Super Bowl. 18-0, one more to go. Super Bowl. One more to go. Super Bowl. We're playing KC in the Super Bowl. We're gonna win Super Bowl.
Points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
We're going to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, here we go. I just want to be in the sun where I go. And no, I just want to be in the sun. Hey Google. Hey Google. Say ride. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one foot and set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die. No.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. On the ground, Kamara, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is a 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half. Came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to be like the New England Patriots.
On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, look, everybody is well aware they've been snake-bitten the last 2 postseasons. First, it was the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs, and then everybody remembers the no call last season on Nickel Roby-Coleman CD.
So don't you have to acknowledge that this team has some serious fortitude? 3 straight years, finally get to the Super Bowl. They put everything else behind them now. Other teams might have crumbled. They stuck together. Now they have a chance to win the 2nd Lombardi Trophy in team history. I just wonder, will they take a chance like they did the last time when they beat the Colts? Remember that onside kick to start the second half? Will they take those kind of chances in this game? Wouldn't be surprised if they did.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal, running with Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well,
Lutz with the extra point.
That's
just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Hey, Google, turn off.
Holmes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 57 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. On 1st down, Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Hey, Google.
Breeze now on first down.
Hey,
He's
Google.
going to launch this thing way downfield.
Where's Hedgen Jr.?
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So we've reached halftime. So the half ready to go for the second half.
Of this year was Shakira and J-Lo.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This fielded at the 2.
It was more than 5.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Next year will be next Super Bowl in Tampa will be Taylor Swift.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time.
I
often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Because he wants his dad
incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
We
saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
They won 18 games, and then lost in the Super Bowl.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
I thought
not nearly as emotional. They're not more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And then when the Patriots
third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They had 2 games last when the Dolphins were undefeated. They beat the Redskins in the Super Bowl.
On second down, Kamara. And an alley to run. Refusing to go down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They run with Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They go with Murray again. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because there are plenty of leg.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
If you guys want to see me do some FIFA 18, comment down below.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing now is Breeze. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Kamara, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dan Arnold there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Mahomes. And
yes, we got it.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Mike 52 yards. In your face. It's second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A give. This is Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions.
Oh, yeah, we're just Super Bowl champions.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Where's Matt? I'm going. That was a fun season. We just won the Super Bowl.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.
I'm gonna sign some free agent. Kareem Hunt, I'll sign Kareem Hunt. I want Kareem Hunt. Cooper, no, I want Tom Brady. Haha Clinton. Haha Clinton. My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him better. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a setter. Willie Snead. I'm gonna sign Willie Snead back. Let me sign Snead back. I'm gonna sign Willie Snead now. I'm gonna sign Snead back.
Stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everybody know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everybody know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Yes. So I just signed some good players. Eric Armstead. Onyemata. I'll sign Onyemata. I'm gonna sign David Onyemata. Just sign him back. Nick Woodkowski. Brandon McManus kicker. No, I'm gonna sign Van Noy. No, he's on the Dolphins. I don't like him. He's a mediocre player. Robert Quinn. No, Trent Murphy. Von Bell. I'm gonna sign him. He's on the Bengals now. I'm signing Von Bell. Oh, Tyler Davidson. I'll sign him back. He used to play for the Saints. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna sign Davidson. Yeah, Davidson. I signed Davidson. Tyler Davidson.
All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting.
On your mod. Oh yeah, I signed Kareem Hunt. I signed all these players right here.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Players now. I draft the players.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna start drafting some players. Alright, let's go start drafting. No, the Bengals. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? No. The Cardinals were supposed to pick first. They picked Murray. They picked Kyler Murray. Let's see.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
I'll pick Kyler Murray. No, Kyler Murray sucks. He's a bad quarterback. Oh, I'll get Nick Bosa. I'm gonna get Nick Bosa now. Where's Nick Bosa? From Ohio State. Where's Nick Bosa?
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Come on, where's Nick Bosa? 49ers is supposed. 49ers got. Where's Bosa? Where's Nick Bosa? Come on, pop up Bosa.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
I'm trying to find Nick Bosa. Please just give me my time. Just give me my time. I'm trying to find Bosa. Oh yeah, the Buccaneers. Yeah? I'm trying to draft some players. Hold on,
The Colts are now on the clock.
I'm trying to draft Bosa. No, wait, what? I'm just gonna sign. I'm gonna sign this guy right here. No, you know what? I'm just gonna get out of here. No, I just don't want to quit. No, I don't want to quit.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Oh wait, no, I didn't do that. Alright, see what? Advance to end draft. I ended the draft. There's 100. I just think lines 2019 draft. Alright, so we're on the off season. So yeah. Like what? We're starting the season. Oh, we're starting off season. It's my new season right here.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
I'm gonna quit this right now so I can start a new franchise. But yeah, oh wait, hold on, I quit, yes. I'm gonna start the new franchise of the Alright, so that'll be the end of the video, so make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and hit the notifications, and I will subscribe to you back, so bye.